Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. So many of you had actually requested me to make video on SPPU, that is Savitribai Phule University PG English entrance exam. So here I am with some PYQ question on English literature for the upcoming Savitribai Phule University English entrance section. Okay, I'll be covering some important MCQ questions, some previous year questions. Do join and let me know if I am audible and visible to all of you. Here I'll be covering some PYQ question. Okay, that is Savitribai Phule University SPPU PG English entrance exam kind of mock test. I'll be covering some important PYQ questions of Savitribai Phule University exam. You had requested me to make video, that's why I had prepared some PYQ questions. So I think everything is okay before starting the session. Okay, this is my humble request to all the viewers, to all the aspirants. Please make sure to subscribe the channel, tap the bell icon to get more notification and to stay updated, and even do not forget to hit the like button and share with your friends as well. And do join the Telegram channel, that is Santu Sahu UGCnet. That is the Telegram channel. You can search by here Santu Sahu UGCnet to get the PDF and to daily updates regarding the classes and quizzes. So you just join by searching this name Santu Sahu UGCnet, and here is also a link, Telegram channel link. Before starting the session, again this is a humble request to make sure to subscribe the channel. So here is the first question. I don't want to waste your time. Let's begin the session. Here there is a PPT as well. Okay, let's do this PDF here. That is Savitribai Phule University Department of English MA entrance exam sample questions paper here some. Okay, so you see that please answer question one, number one on a separate sheet. So here that is not important. So the first question is that William Shakespeare was born in the year 1546, 1564, then 1616, 1599. So William Shakespeare was born in here 1564. Where? That is at Stratford, Stratford, at Stratford upon Avon. Okay, and he died in 1616 में died. ठीक है, died in 1616. So 1564 is the right answer here at Stratford upon Avon. He is known as the Bard of Avon. He is known as the Bird of Avon. Bard of Avon, who Shakespeare is known as. Okay, next question here. Arkennaren's novels are set in Madras, Madmai, or Malgudi, Monomajra. Arkennaren's novels are set in here, that is in Malgudi. And for the first time, Malgudi, the fictional setting, appeared in Swami and Friends. Swami and Friends is the novel here. In that work, for the first time, in the Swami and Friends, this is the name of the work. Okay, where for the first time the fictional setting Malgudi appears, that was published in 1935. It was published in 1935. Okay, now in 1935 there is another important work written by Mulkraj Anand. What was that? In 1935 there was an important novel written by Mulkraj Anand. What was? Will you say the name of that novel? 1935 में 1935 में there is a novel. Okay, and the name of the novel is here. It is Untouchable. Untouchable was published. Yeah, Untouchable by Mulkraj Anand. 1935 में published हुआ था, ठीक है. And Swami and Friends also appeared in 1935. Untouchable is a story of Bakha, B-A-K-H-A, Bakha. So this is a day in the life of a Bakha. That is by Mulkraj Anand, whereas Arkennaren's novels are set in Malgudi, that is for the first time Swami and Friends may appear total, that was published in 1935. And here you see Monomajra. Monomajra is the fictional setting of Train to Pakistan. Train to Pakistan. That was written by Pushbant Singh. Pushbant Singh has written Train to Pakistan, which has four parts. So Train to Pakistan, here you see this, that was published in 1956. It is published in, let's erase it here. Okay. Okay. So in 1956, Train to Pakistan was published in 1956. It has four parts, and here the Monomajra is the fictional setting in that novel by Pushbant Singh. Okay, by Pushbant Singh. And here you see this is actually a historical novel, Train to Pakistan, and here this is actually a fictional partition of Indian. And here characters like you see Iqbal Singh, Jagat Singh. Okay, characters like Iqbal Singh, Jagat Singh appears here. Okay, in Train to Pakistan's character likes, याद रखना कि Iqbal Singh. Okay, that is Iqbal Singh, then Jagat Singh, who is known as Jaggu. ठीक है, Jagat Singh. Then you have Hukum Chand. So in Train to Pakistan, we got the important characters like Iqbal Singh, Jagat Singh, who is known as also Jaggu, and Hukum Chand. ठीक है. Okay, let's moving into question number 3 here. In which novel of Salman Rushdie is Salim Sinai is a character? So Salim Sinai is having telepathic. Okay, telepathic power. Okay, telepathic power. Let's erase it here. Salim Sinai is having the telepathic power. Okay, telepathic power. So Salim Sinai is important character, the main protagonist of this novel here. That is same satanic verses, Moore's Last Sigh, Midnight's Children. It is Midnight's Children. In Midnight's Children, Salim Sinai is the protagonist, the narrator and the protagonist. Okay, and that is important. So you see here, that Salim Sinai is having a telepathic power. And here same is another important novel by Salman Rushdie. Same is actually a magic realism. It's a magic realism. Okay, magic realism. And here Midnight's Children is also a magic realism. Okay, it is also a magic realist. The elements of magic realism can be found in the works of Salman Rushdie. Same Midnight's Children as well. Okay, and here Midnight's Children is actually for this Midnight's Children he got in 1981 में बुकर प्राइज मिला था. ठीक है, Midnight's Children में 1981 में उसको बुकर प्राइज मिला था. ठीक है, Midnight's Children के लिए. So Salman Rushdie got the Booker Prize in 1981. Also Booker of Bookers मिला था 1993 पे. ठीक है, so for Midnight's Children, so let's erase it here. For Midnight's Children in 1981 पे उसको क्या मिला था? बुकर प्राइज मिला था. ठीक है, एंड 1993 पे अगेन बुकर ऑफ बुकर मिला था. ठीक है, बुकर ऑफ बुकर मिला था 1993 पे. So this is actually a magic realist novel where Salim Sinai is the narrator and the protagonist of the novel and is having telepathic powers. Okay, same is also another magic realistic novel. In the same is actually a novel of that is you have the family like Shakil family, Harappa family, Haider family. Okay, in same we find the characters like, in same we find the there are three families actually. Mainly there are three families. That is you have Shakil family, Shakil, Shakil family. Shakil family. Then you have Harappa family, HARAPPA, Harappa family, and you have also Haider family. ठीक है, in Shakil, okay, we find three family. In same Shakil family, Harappa family, and Haider family. Okay, and here you have the Moore's Last Sigh. Moore's Last Sigh is actually is based on the Islamic prophet, and he was heavily influenced Muhammad. The prophet Muhammad had actually, the Islamic prophet Muhammad had inspired to write the Moore's Last Sigh. And for satanic verses, okay, it was actually I told it was satanic verses. Okay, let's erase here. It was satanic verses. Yeah, satanic verses, that is he was heavily influenced by the prophet, prophet Muhammad. ठीक है, prophet Muhammad had inspired Salman Rushdie to write satanic verses, and due to blasphemous, okay, due to blasphemous content, okay, it a fatwa content, okay, a fatwa was declared, okay, against Salman Rushdie. A fatwa was issued, declared against Salman Rushdie, and here the Moore's last say is actually based on that is said in Bombay and Kochi, okay, and it is taken from Bob Deal, the last Mood King, last Bob Deal, okay. Bob Deal is the actually Boab Bob Deal, okay. So the Moore's last say is based on Bob Deal, that is said in Bombay and Cochin. Satanic verses, that is Prophet Muhammad had influenced. Okay, the term phallocentric is associated with feminism, postmodernism, postcolonialism, poststructuralism. Feminism, फेमिनिज्म तो नहीं है, पोस्ट मॉडर्निज्म नहीं है, पोस्ट स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म, पोस्ट कॉलोनिज्म तो नहीं होगा, तो phallocentric is actually associated with post structuralism. Phallocentric is a term that is associated with here, that is phallo means what? Phallo is actually phallus, whereas phallus means male organ, male sexual organ, the central element in that. So it's a post structuralism concept. Sprung rhythm क्या होता है? What is sprung rhythm? Is associated with the poetry of here you see sprung rhythm is actually associated with the poetry of Robert Bruce, nahi J.M. Hopkins, Thomas Hardy, William Shakespeare. So here sprung rhythm is associated with J.M. Hopkins, and J.M. Hopkins has written the poem The Wind Hover. The Wind Hover. Okay, in that Wind Hover, okay, he has used the sprung rhythm, ठीक है, Wind Hover, and the Wind Hover poem was dedicated to Christ our Lord, to Christ our Lord. So to Christ our Lord, the poem Wind Hover was written by J.M. Hopkins, and sprung rhythm is associated in that novel, in that poem, that is the Wind Hover. J.M. Hopkins has used sprung rhythm, and sprung rhythm was dedicated to Christ our Lord, to Christ our Lord, to Christ. J.M. Hopkins dedicated sprung rhythm to Christ. Next slide here. Which one of the following isn't 19th century women writer? Okay, which one of the following is not a 19th century women writer? Afra Bell, George Sand, George Eliot, Elizabeth Gaskell. So here George Sand, George Eliot, Elizabeth Gaskell, they are all 19th century women writer, whereas Afra Ben is from Restoration period. Afra Ben is from Restoration period, and she was born probably. So Afra Ben is actually known for works like Oronuku, and the Oronuku is the famous one. Let's write here Oronuku. Where is Oronuku? Okay. Oronuku, ORONOO, Oronuku, or the Royal Slave. Oronuku or the Royal Slave, probably. This is the subtitle of that novel, that is called Oronuku, or the Royal Slave. Oronuku or the Royal Slave, or the Royal Slave, or the Royal Slave. This is the name of the one. This is an early novel. It is claimed that it is the early novel. And here Afra Ben was the first. Afra Ben was the first English women writer to lead his livelihood, to lead her livelihood by writing. So she was the first woman writer in English to lead his livelihood by writing only. So Oronuku or the Royal Slave is an important work by Afra Ben. It is considered that it is the earliest novel. And here important another play by actually written Rover. Afra Ben has also written the play called The Rover, ROVER. The Rover is actually a play. So she was actually a dramatist, a poet, and a prose writer. Afra Ben has also written the play called The Rover, ROVER, and she was born in 1640. Okay, she was born in 1640 and died in 1689. So this is actually she was actually a Restoration writer. She was born in 1640 and 1689, and she died. So that was she was actually a Restoration writer. So The Rover and Oronuku or the Royal Slave. These are important works by Afra Ben. Which of the following refers to a pause in the middle of a verse line? In the middle of a verse line, caesura, enjambment, there is hemistich or spondy. So in the middle of the verse line, the break is called the break or the pause in the middle of a verse line is actually called caesura, that is twinkle twinkle little star. Twinkle twinkle little star, this is an example of caesura. Okay, twinkle twinkle little star, this is an example of caesura, that is referring to a pause in the middle of a verse line. So caesura is the right answer here. Chalo. There are some grammatical questions here. Which of the following sentence is grammatically correct? Okay. Okay. I am knowing him since his childhood. That is wrong. Knowing to नहीं होता है. Okay. I am knowing him since his childhood. No, that is wrong. I am teaching since नहीं. I am teaching since no. That is I have been teaching. That is also wrong. I passed B examination. I have passed B examination in 2010. That is also wrong. So here the correct one is actually I passed B examination in 2010. I passed B examination in 2010. So this is here B. B is the simple past. That is the B is the right answer. Okay. Which of the following is the correct spelling of the word transparency? Transparency. That is wrong. Transparency. E. That is also wrong. Transparency or transparency. So here C is the right answer. Transparency. C is the right answer. Okay. Which of the following words has primary accent on the third syllable? Primary accent on the third syllable. Primary accent on the third syllable. Examination. 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 Third syllable. Examination. No, that is, there is no action. Explicit. Beginning में हो रहा है. Explicit. Conference. Conference. So these three are actually not. Whereas expertise. So third syllable में क्या होता है? Primary accent आ रहा है. That's why here expertise is the right answer. The following words has primary accent on the third syllable. That is expertise is the right answer. Okay. Now moving ahead to some PPT here as well. Okay. And here is the PPT. The first question on your screen. Which Indian English novelist wrote 5 Point Sermon? 5 Point Sermon. Arvind Adiga, R.K. Narayan, Chetan Bhagat, Vikram Seth. So it was the novel of Chetan Bhagat. Chetan Bhagat has written 5 Point Sermon. 5 Point Sermon was written by Chetan Bhagat. Chalo. Which Indian English novelist wrote The God of Small Things? And for this, इसको Booker Prize मिला 1997 भैया. Amitabh Ghosh, Kiran Desai, Arundhati Roy, Vikram Seth. So it is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. Arundhati Roy has written The God of Small Things. A Suitable Boy is a novel written by R.K. Narayan, Amitabh Ghosh, Arundhati Roy, Vikram Seth. A Suitable Boy is again written by Vikram Seth, जिसने लिखा है An Equal Music, The Golden Threshold. These are all important works. Suitable Boy, The Golden Threshold, The Golden is a verse novel. A Golden Threshold. Okay. Then An Equal Music, An Equal Music. Chalo. An Equal Music, The Golden Threshold. These are important works by Vikram Seth. Whereas a Suitable Boy is also. Okay. So the Golden Threshold is actually a verse novel. Golden Threshold is actually a verse novel by Vikram Seth. Good morning. Good morning, Rao. Good morning. Who is the author of the novel The Midnight Children here? Arundhati Roy, Jhumpa Lahiri, then Salman Rushdie, R.K. Narayan. So here Midnight Children, again Salim Sinai is the main protagonist. Okay, Salim Sinai having telepathic power. Okay, Salim Sinai is the narrator. It's a magic realist novel. It's a magic realistic. The element of magic realism can be found. Okay, in this work of here, that is Salman Rushdie here, Midnight Children. For this work, he was awarded with the prestigious Booker Prize and Booker Prize. Okay, 1993 में उसको Booker Prize मिला था. ठीक है, 1993 में Booker Prize मिला था for this Midnight Children. The author, the novel, the guide, Arvind Adiga, R.K. Narayan, Kiran Desai, Vikram Seth. These are all PYQ questions. These are all PYQ questions of Savitribai Phule University here. Who authored the novel, the guide? Arvind Adiga, R.K. Narayan, Kiran Desai, Vikram Seth. Everyone knows here. That is R.K. Narayan has written the guide. So Booker Prize here. Yeah, excellent. The author of Sea of Poppies here, that is dealing with opium war. Okay, that is dealing with opium war. Here it is a part of EB's trilogy. 5B guide, excellent. Chalo. Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Amitabh Ghosh, Chetan Bhagat. So Sea of Poppies again. This is a part of EB's trilogy. Okay, this is a part of EB's trilogy here. The author of Sea of Poppies is actually written by here. It is actually which one? Question number 6 is on your screen here. The author of Sea of Poppies here, that is dealing with the opium war, and it is actually part of BB's trilogy. Here 6 is actually the, yeah, Amitabh Ghosh has written. Amitabh Ghosh has written A Sea of Poppies. Excellent. Amitabh Ghosh has written. The namesake is a novel written by Jhumpa Lahiri, Arundhati Roy, R.K. Naran. The namesake is actually heavily influenced by the Overcoat, Nikolai Gogol's The Overcoat. Okay, the namesake Nikolai Gogol's, okay, Nikolai Gogol's The Overcoat, ठीक है, namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. Yeah, Jhumpa Lahiri has written the name. So Jhumpa Lahiri was heavily influenced by the workshop Nikolai Gogol, that is named as The Overcoat. The Overcoat had influenced Jhumpa Lahiri to write the namesake. Interpreter of melodies by Jhumpa Lahiri, Arundhati Roy, Salman Rushdie, Bikram said. Who wrote the Interpreter of Melodies? Interpreter of Melodies, and for this work is actually he got the Pulitzer Prize fiction in 19. He won the Pulitzer Prize fiction. Okay, Pulitzer Prize for fiction. Pulitzer Prize. Okay, Pulitzer Prize. Okay, Pulitzer Prize for fiction मिला था उसको. ठीक है. The Interpreter of Melodies. Here Jhumpa Lahiri, Arundhati Roy, Salman Rushdie, Bikram said. So it is Jhumpa Lahiri. Jhumpa Lahiri has written Pulitzer Prize for that is the Interpreter of Melodies. Interpreter of Melodies, and it won her Pulitzer Prize for fiction. Interpreter of Melodies. ADA. The novel English August. The novel English August was written by Amitabh Ghosh, Bikram Seth, Upamanu Chatterjee, R.K. Naran. Who wrote the novel English August? Who wrote the novel English August? English August किसने लिखा है? Who wrote the novel English August? Then who wrote the novel English August? Who wrote the novel English August? Question number 9 is on your screen here to answer in the comment box. Okay, the novel English August was written by Upamanu Chatterjee. Excellent. Upamanu Chatterjee has written the novel English August. Okay. Yeah. The author of The Inheritance of Loss, Anita Desai, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Chetan Bhagat. Okay, here she has also written Alla Balo in the Guava Orchard, The Inheritance of Loss. Question number 10 is on your screen. The Inheritance of Loss here. Okay, chalo. Kiran Desai has also written Halla Bolo in the Guava Orchard, where Sampath Chawla is the main protagonist. Inheritance of Loss is said in Gorkhaland movement. That is Gorkhaland movement. Gorkhaland movement. And Halla Bolo in the Guava Orchard is another novel by Kiran Desai that is also said in Sahakat Punjab. Okay. The following is a play by John Keats. The following is a play by John Keats. King John, King Alexander, Otho the Great, King Lear. Which of the following is a play by John Keats? Okay. Which of the following is a play by John Keats? King Lear, Otho the Great, King John, King Alexander. Which of the following is a play by John Keats? Question number 11 is on your screen. 11 is on your screen. 11C. Excellent, Rob. It is King John. This is a lesser known work by John Keats. John Keats has also written a play. It is known as. Yeah, it is. Sorry. It is not C. Sorry. Okay. मैं तुम्हारा आंसर देख के बोल दिया. Otho the Great. Okay. Otho the Great. Sorry. Otho the Great. Okay. King John has written Otho the Great. John Keats has written Otho the Great. Chalo, B is the right answer here. All the world is a stage and all the men are women merely players. Quoted from A Midsummer Night's Dream, Match, About Nothing, Pericles, none of these. All the world is a stage and all the men and women are merely players. Quoted from A Midsummer Night's Dream, Match, About Nothing. So John Keats has written the play called Otho the Great. Otho the Great was written by John Keats. All the world is a stage and all the men and women are merely players. Quoted from A Midsummer Night's Dream, March, About Nothing, Pericles, none of these. 12D, none of these. It is from As You Like It. It is from actually As You Like It. So none of this is the right answer. Who is the author of the book The Time Machine? Robert Heinlein, H.G. Wells, Arthur C. Clarke, Rob Bradbury. Who is the author of the book The Time Machine? The Time Machine. Who wrote The Time Machine? No. The Time Machine. 13 is on the screen here. 13 is on your screen. Robert Heinlein, Arthur Clarke, Rob Bradbury. H.G. Wells has written Time Machine. Excellent. On Liberty is a work by Charles Darwin, John Stuart Mill, Karl Marx, Thomas Hardy. Who wrote On Liberty? On Liberty is a work by On Liberty is a work by On Liberty 13 14b John Stuart Mill. Excellent. The Silent Woman is a play by G.B. Shaw, Shakespeare, Marlowe, Ben Jonson. Silent Women 15. Silent Women. The Silent Women is a work by The Silent Women is a play by 15 is on your screen. It is a subtitle, okay. The original title is Epicoene of the Silent Women. Epicoene. Epicoene or the Silent Women is a play by Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson. Epicoene or the Silent Women, also known as Epicoene, is a comedy by Renaissance playwright by Ben Jonson. The play is about a man named Dauphin who creates a scheme to get his inheritance from his uncle Morose. Uncle Morose से property लेना था. Dauphin. The plan involves setting Morose up to marry Epicoene, a silent woman who is disguised as a woman. चलो. What is the name of the inn where the pilgrims gather before embarking on their journey? In the Canterbury Tales, the Tabard Inn, the Green Dragon Inn, the Rose and Crown Inn, the White Hart Inn. The White Hart Inn. What is the name of the inn where the pilgrims gather before embarking on their journey? In the Canterbury Tales. 16 is on screen. 16 is the Tabard Inn. Excellent. Which of the following works by Chaucer is a tragic love story set during the Trojan War? The Canterbury Tales, the Troilus and Cressida, the Parliament of Fowls, the Legend of Good Women. Which of the following works by Chaucer is a tragic love story set during the Trojan War? 17 is on your screen. Troilus and Cressida. Yeah, excellent. Troilus and Cressida is the right answer. Who is the author of the medieval in poem? Piers Plowman, Langland, Chaucer, John Milton, Thomas Malory. Who is the author of the medieval English poem? Piers Plowman. Eighteen is on your screen. 18. So, William Langland has Piers the Plowman. It's a medieval allegorical poem. It's a kind of satire, and talking about the corruption of church. Who established the first printing press in 1476 in England. Chalo. William Caxton, George Eliot, Thomas Hardy, none of the above. Who established the first English printing press in England in 1476 by William Caxton, George Eliot, Thomas Hardy, none of the above. 18, 19 just on screen. Yeah. चलो 19A William Caxton. Excellent. Which of the following works is attributed to John Gower? Paradise Lost, Canterbury Tales, Confessio Amantis, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. This is actually a medieval alliterative work. Sir Gawain, Pearl, Purity and Patience. Okay, Pearl, Purity, Patience. So these three poems and Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, which are actually medieval here, alliterative poem. Okay. The Canterbury Tales, Paradise Lost, John Gower. John Gower has written Confessio Amantis. Confessio means love. Confessio Amantis was written in which language? Tell me. In Latin, French, and English. Confessio Amantis was written in which language? Latin, French, English. Confessio Amantis was written in which language? Latin, French, English. Another important work by John Gower is Speculum Meditentis or Mirror the Law. ठीक है? Speculum Meditentis or Mirror the Law is the first work. The second one is Vox Clamentis. The third one is here Confessio Amantis. ठीक है? Mirror the Law or Speculum Meditentis that was written in French, whereas Vox Clamentis was written in Latin, and Confessio Amantis was written in English. It was written in English. Confessio Amantis was written in English. ठीक है? Confessio Amantis was the confession of the lover. Confessio Amantis means the confession of the lover. It was written in English. So which famous legendary figure prominently featured in Lee Mordy Arthur? That is death of the Arthur. Death of the King Arthur. Lee Mordy Arthur means death of the King Arthur. Robin Hood, King Arthur, Beowulf, Macbeth. Which famous legendary figure prominently featured in Lee Mordy Arthur? So in John Gower, it is right down here. So in John Gower has written, okay, John Gower has written Mirror de Lom or Speculum Mirror de Lom, or that is Speculum Meditentis. Okay, that was written in French. Okay, that was written in French. Whereas Vox Clamentis, okay, Vox Clamentis was written in Latin. Okay, and the last one, number three, that is you have Confessio Amantis. Confessio Amantis was written in English. These are the three important works by John. That is you have John Gower. Okay, and it is here King Arthur is the right answer. 21B. So these were all PYQ questions of Savitribai Phule University. Okay, that is SPPU. I will be covering more videos for the upcoming SPPU exam. Stay tuned, and in the evening probably I will be covering teaching aptitude of English and English literature. Do join that session. Okay. So in the evening today I will be covering some part of टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड यूजीसी नेट पेपर 1. ठीक है, यूजीसी नेट पेपर 1 का जो सिलेबस में जो है पेपर 1 का, ठीक है, पेपर 1 का टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड द यूनिट 1. इसमें यूनिट 1 में टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड है. some parts will be covering. Okay, so I will be first discussing the teaching aptitude, the whole syllabus, and I will be starting the session. यूजीसी नेट पेपर 1 टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड यूनिट 1 से I will be covering in the evening, and also I will be making videos for the upcoming SPPU in the upcoming batch. Stay tuned and visit the playlist. That is okay, SPPU. Okay, visit the playlist, that is SPPU English Literature Mock Test. Okay, so visit the playlist and that will definitely help you to get all those videos and it will SPPU. ठीक है, SPPU English Literature Mock Test. Okay, playlist में जाके उसमें देख लेना. This video will be there. So thank you Rao and those who are watching. Okay, see you soon in the evening. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll be ending the session here. Let's end the session here. Thank you.